pre-practice, I had some rumblings that, you know, the lake's fishing really tough. Smallies are being really finicky to get to bite. They're big, but good luck. You're not going to catch more than 1 or 2 on a spot. And everybody was kind of, you know, it's going to go down in the river.
The paper scorecard has to be perfect. That is the golden rule. Okay?
No way, bro. Oh gosh, I hope that's the win. There it is. That could be 15 grand. What's that? It's for sure 3, right? God, I hope so. I mean, I still see bass boats around, so. Hook sets are free. Yep. Yeah! Yeah! Baby!
3-2.
3-2, yes.
55.
Now you guys just stop catching them, okay? Stop catching them. Boy, do I need you. Let's go. 1 fish closer. It has me in first place? I don't know. I was sitting offshore there and I looked and I'm like, that looks like it'd have a bass. 3 minutes to go, I caught that. But that's so tight. I mean, like Moynagh was in the lead. I'd be really happy for him. Sickinator was in the lead. Be really happy for him. Ron Mayer, Holweg, like all those guys have been so close and totally deserve it.
I gotta do that one.
You have to do that, aren't you?
Fishing up north is just special. I mean, a lot of it has to do with like boat pressure, fishing pressure. You kind of get away from the crazy. Like when you think of crazy metro, you think of like Prior Lake, Minnetonka, and it's like houses everywhere, you know, stained water or just churned up water. And then you think of up north and it's just like your blood pressure lowers.
Yeah, so I got a cabin 20 minutes north of Pokegama Lake here and absolutely love it. Beautiful, clean waters, tons of smallmouth, tons of largemouth, really diverse fisheries.
You have a river, Mississippi River, which you can run for miles and miles up it if you want. And then you have the main arm of Pokegama, and then you have the, I don't even know what they call it, you go underneath the bridge. So you have the main arm is a lot of smallmouth, there's some largemouth, a lot of deep water, a lot of smelt chasing smallmouths, which are really hard to catch right now. And you go down the other arm, there's more grass, a little bit more largemouth, and there is still some smallies there. So it's kind of a really unique fishery in that aspect.
Lake Pokegama, a very prominent tournament fishery in northern Minnesota. Absolutely beautiful, splitting up into various arms from Wendigo and Sherry, working its way up to Tioga, and then making its way in this format all the way up the Mississippi River, where you're gonna see a bunch of big green largemouth. Now here's the thing about Pokegama. There are smallmouth roaming various flats. There are smallmouth feeding on pelagic bait fish, and the fishing is going to shape up to be, you know, pretty diverse for most of this event. But it's gonna be something new, it's gonna be something exciting, and here we go, man. Stop number 2, Lake Pokegama in Grand Rapids.
All right, everybody, welcome. Stop number 2 of the 2026 season. Guys, I'm happy to be standing in front of you again. It's the first time this year I've been able to stand in front of a bunch of familiar faces. We don't have new anglers, a new event, another pro-am. It's the regular season you guys have been through, the routine. I just want to remind you, We have another regular season event coming up, and we'll be removing 7 and taking 7 from our qualifying circuit.
So Lake Pokegama is interesting because of its structure and how it's broken down. You have 2 very prominent long arms. This fishery is known to have healthy grass, but this time around the grass growth is just a little bit different. So these largemouth are really clinging to docks and shallow structure, but there's a lot of deep water. So when you get out of those arms and you get up into that main basin of Lake Pokegama, you have very steep drop-offs. You have some islands that generate a lot of current depending on the wind direction. And then it works its way up to the northern part of Pokegama, which is where it meets the Mississippi River. That is a whole nother beast with wild rice and Jay Gould, which is a big, shallow, flat basin of 5 to 15 feet of water. It's just very, very shallow until it gets out to the main river channel, which is the Mississippi River. From cut banks to water discharges to inside turns in rice fields that lead up to, small hidden gems and pockets of big quality largemouth. Both green and brown play in this fishery, but because of its diversity and the lake split that we've created, you'll see a lot of people, taking the safe route, but those that take a risk can certainly have the reward.
Lake split's getting emailed to you right now. In the morning, you're going to be fishing the south half of the split. The split is the Narrows up by, the golf course up there? You'll see it on the map. It's basically the pinch point before you get into Tioga Bay is the split line. There's a boat ramp up there, and then you have a point right on the west side, but it's the Narrows going into Tioga. Tomorrow morning, you may fish the entire main lake south of that line. The second half, you will go north of that line. You get Tioga Bay and the 2 small bays next to it, and then you get Jay Gould and the river all the way up to Day's Landing.
Well, I mean, you have the largemouth generally in the shallow. There's really very little deep weed to hold largemouth offshore. So basically, 90% of the fish offshore are smallmouth, and they're mostly bait chasers. And in the summer heat and stuff, they've been fairly shallow. They haven't been out super deep chasing bait. But we're having a big cold front rolling tonight, which I think a lot of people are going to be shocked tomorrow with. So it'll be interesting to see what plays out tomorrow. I feel like someone that can catch 80% largemouth, a good number of largemouth, and throw in 5 or 6 big smallmouth, I'll have a good shot at it tomorrow.
The smallmouth in particular have just gotten bigger. Like, I feel like you catch one and it's 4 pounds is like pretty common out here, and there's fish a lot bigger than that too. The crazy thing is you see them everywhere on like forward-facing sonar and stuff, and even on a calm bluebird day, they're everywhere. But they're getting really hard to catch, so it's going to be an interesting day tomorrow.
So talking to a lot of guys, there's murmurs of like 50 to 60 pound bags, and looking at tournaments past, I don't think that's too far off, probably a safe bet. I don't know though, I feel like these days guys are so good out here and in this tour that someone might get into that 75, 80 pound range.
Yeah, we're here for the Champions Tour second event, Lake Pokegama. She's a little windy this morning. I launched up north on Tioga launch, and coming across the lake, she's a little rough out there already. I don't think it's going to get any worse all day. It's just pretty much steady how it is now. Really going to put the hurting on the deep bite. So I'm a shallow guy, so I think I'll be okay. I'm just going to run a ton of gas and burn my batteries up today, and I got a bunch of stuff that I need to look at. And I really think largemouth are going to be the play today. I don't think the smallmouth guys are going to be able to catch the number of smallmouth. They're out there. They're not hard to find. They are tough to catch.
It's bumpy. She's rolling pretty good out there. Wind's blowing, I think, around 12 to 15 already. I think it's supposed to stay that way the rest of the day. So it's going to make things interesting because my main program was smallmouth. And then the lake split, of course, is going to force us to do some largemouth fishing as well. But the smallmouth fishing this morning for the first half is going to be really interesting with the way the weather is, because it's not going to be easy to cast, not going to be easy to hold boat positioning. Yeah, it's going to be tricky. And then you just got to hope they bite too. And it's going to be harder to even present your bait, so it'll be a challenge.
Well, looking forward to the whole day. It's going to be a good event. Winds already, in fact, it's been blowing all night. That's going to make it interesting, but we'll see if the smallies bite right away. If not, might have to go shallow for largemouth, but just going to have to really play the moment, see what the fish are doing and what they're telling me, and just try to catch as many as we can.
So tournament morning, so much wind that we even moved the takeoff location because we knew the wind was going to be blistering from the northwest. And the fishermen that get the morning half of the split that want to fish the smallmouth are immediately thinking, are the smallmouth even going to be a factor? It's cloudy, it's windy, and it's not going to be easy.
This lake is a fishery. The weeds are almost like behind schedule. It's kind of weird. Zebra mussels have really taken over here, so the water is crystal clear. We haven't been here since 2020, so it's been a while. It's a completely different lake. I think you're going to still see a lot of people catch fish. The size of fish here is good, and the quality of fish is good, but I don't know what this wind is going to do. We've had 10 days of 100-degree heat and calm skies, and now it's 63-4 degrees out and super windy and clouds. So it's going to really change things up a little bit.
Pretty much the entire lake is on the south half or the first half, and then mostly the river for the second half. So a lot of largemouth in the second half, a lot of driving to be done depending on how far you want to go up. I think that could be a big factor as well. To get to some of the best largemouth stuff, you got to do a lot of driving. We'll see who stops short and just tries to maximize their fishing time.
I think it's probably a good lake split because you're going to get a versatile fisherman that's going to win the tournament, because it kind of takes out almost all of the really good smallmouth fishing. So it's good in the sense of that you're going to get a good versatile fisherman that's going to win. You're going to get a lot of diversity. You're going to really show what the lake has.
14, Hayden Anderson, Michael Dozak.
But as far as my personal opinion, I don't care for it because I wish I could go do some more smallmouth fishing in the afternoon, and I don't have anything up there for smallmouth, so I'm going to have to figure out some largemouth fishing. Trying to cast this will be interesting.
A little more wind than I was expecting.
Let's get him.
I'm not sure how this is gonna go with the poles down. Might get a little bumpy for you guys.
Want to come right? Yeah, you're already on it. Oh, that's a penalty. I had to hug him. Two. Got it? Yep. Okay. Now we got to throw a penalty because I hugged him. It's all right. I'm like starting out the morning with a penalty, first fish. What's that?
Got him.
Yeah, I mean, 2-2. I think that'll be the small end of what we get today. Hopefully we can get about 15 of them would be sweet. I mean, the more the merrier, but I think 15 would be really good for a first half of the smallmouth at least.
Fish is right there, but I don't see its fry. And the bed's getting... I'm switching to forward facing versus perspective mode. I'm just gonna try to cast at the fish versus the bed.
You set the timer on your phone? Oh, I didn't. Oh, okay. It was 7:05:40. It's 7:08 something right now. So. Oh, I was kidding. No, you're good. You're good. I didn't even know you got a penalty. I didn't see yeah. It didn't hit the floor, but I had to hug it so it wouldn't fall out. Oh, grabbed it. Dang it. Whew, that'll get your heart racing. Ah, there we go. Yeah, a little bit smaller actually, but he was pulling harder. You already got your picture. Hang here quick. You're on it.
2-4.
2-4?
Yeah.
Okay. A little bigger. We didn't get a penalty that time. Or I know. A lot. There's probably a ton of lake current right now. Thank you. Yeah, it's not gonna be a huge numbers thing, but at least I think if we can catch, you know, like I said, 10 or 15 of these, the weight's gonna be a lot better than 10 or 15 largemouth. The two we caught so far haven't really lived up to the Pokegama standards, but we're working on it.
Maybe the difference too of 100 degrees versus cold front. And it stormed last night, little bit. That doesn't usually help. The shallow fish, the deeper fish don't get affected as much, but I just can't sit out there in 4-footers throwing a Ned head. Yeah. Yeah, and this whole shoreline's lined with them all the way around. I might go down further around this next corner. It might be a little more protected. That there was the biggest group of them. There's a bunch of them right together there, but the wind blowing straight into them.
No, I can get it in front of them. They're being picky now. Yeah, this is just what it was like. Full of practice. But then like you'll get on a flurry where they'll just kind of, you can catch a couple quicker. Little one. That probably ain't gonna go, is it? I don't think there's any way, but we'll try it. Let's see.
1-1.
1-1, all right.
I didn't get a picture of it.
Oh, are you good though, 1-1? Yeah. Okay. I'm good, yeah, initial. Okay. I'm happy with 3 bites in 45 minutes. I just wish they were 3 and 4 pounders, not 2 and 1 and 2 pounders. Because if there was, you know, that'd be an extra 7 or 8 pounds if they were just that same as what I was catching. And it still might happen here. It's just, I mean, the next fish could be a 5 pounder. You never know. One of the most annoying things they'll do is like I think they'll like sense the boat and then they'll just come running to it. So they just make it impossible for you to like cast out to them. Next thing you know, they're all under your trolling motor. Where are we sitting? He's got 15 fish or 15 pounds? Okay. 6 fish? Okay, we're not that far out of it. How many pounds back? How many pounds back are we?
I think we're like 10.
10 pounds back?
This I figure is a little more protected from the wind, and in practice I had come through here and the bottom, it's all mud here. And there's a bunch of flooded timber laying in here. And then there was like a massive crawfish infiltration in here. They're all over the bottom in here, and the bass would be in here eating them. I caught a few on a spinnerbait in practice, just right on this first part here. I didn't go any further in, but then around the corner from here, these reeds are all full of crayfish, and then there's a little backwater pond here. And I went into that pond. There wasn't fish in there, but there was a million crayfish. So I don't know, they're just moving up to this little shoreline or... This is feeling like the second time we were here. I think I only went in the first half with 4 fish and I was still in it. Might just be a little shallower.
One-tenth.
Hit.
All right.
I mean, that one was just off the pads. That's the right kind. Just not the right size. It's a 1-3 maybe.
1-2. Second fish, you said you'd feel better.
If I would have caught the second one back there, I'd still be there. I thought maybe that first one told me something, but I don't think so. But I fished the same jig for 20 years. About the first 10 years I fished it, it was one company. Then they sold it to another company. Then that company recently went out of business. and I'm out of them. What I've been using forever. But I'm working with Dan Fabiano on designing a new jig head based off the old one with just a couple changes. Like the problem with when you're fishing a 16th or an 1/8 ounce jig head, you normally get a little bitty hook. So in order to get a good size hook with a weedless, you're at, a 1/4 ounce jig heads. Well, for me, that's just too much. And so I've been able to find a few different ones here or there that have worked that I've been using, but they don't keep the tube up. There's no bait keeper on it or anything. So that's part of the changes we're going to make to it. That's just a sunfish under there. All right.
Yeah, the first half really was just out to a slow start to begin with. So slow that even Arnold Helgerson, who is known to be able to pick up fish on docks, it wasn't happening.
It might just be blowing out. Too much wind. See how muddy it is? They don't like that.
And the smallmouth were not participating in the morning.
Oh, he had it, mouth.
Oh, come on, fish.
It was a pretty grueling bite of reality, really, to get started off on Lake Pokegama.
Yeah, like if I could just go out and not be concerned about catching as many as I can, like I could settle in and feel totally fine. Like if this was a 5-fish tournament, I'd be in heaven, just because it's like it's gonna be tough on everybody and you don't have to be worried about catching as many as you can. But in this instance, you do have to catch as many as you can. So it's a whole nother challenge. Bad one. Jerkbait got him fired up. So bad at this. There we go.
2-8.
2-8. Man, where are the bigger ones at? Alright, we gotta find. I'm sure it did. I mean, there was a bunch of them that came up. Yeah, through the jerkbait. I can't believe one of them hasn't bit it yet. Because it's like they're all over it. They come running up, but then they just don't bite it. Which, whatever, I guess. If I can just get them fired up with that and throw this back in there, then catch some, then I don't care. Kind of would be scary to be fighting them on a treble hook bait right now anyways, so I don't mind.
I can run these waypoints and get a fish at each one. It'll be worth running around. I have one bag left of 16th ounce, but you can't use those in the wind. Yeah. It used to be, the company that used to make them is still in business. It's called B Fish and Tackle. They're still in business. But they sold to Venom for some reason. They make a lot of walleye kind of stuff. That's a good one. This is moving me up 14 spots.
You're good. Honestly, yeah, I would bet you it will.
This wasn't on my waypoint, but
213.
13, we'll take that one. A lot of these fish are pretty healthy here. But if I can have my second half to myself, and something else has to happen before I get there, then I'm not worried too much.
Have all of them kind of been built broad-shouldered like that?
A lot of them, yeah.
Yep.
Bigger on the other half.
Easy, buddy. Two 6.
He's on my next waypoint.
Hold it. I don't think there's any way that one weighs. How much was that other one? A 1-1? Yeah. No, don't even bother, buddy. That's a penalty, isn't it? I just threw it in. Dang it. In my head, you're like, oh, it's not a fish your way, and just, dang it. Okay, well, at least I'm spot. All right, what's the time? 37:06. You're supposed to release them below the gunnel. Where are we sitting? Can I ask that while I'm on a penalty? What's that?
You're in third.
Ooh, we better pick up the pace here, boys. Who's leading and with how much? Piescher.
20.
What's that?
Zach with 20.
Really? Is he catching largemouth?
Yep.
On a good dock stretch, I suppose. How about second and third?
Jim Moynagh, 18 pounds and 13 ounces, and Charlie Wright, 18 pounds and 5.
So get the job done. Yeah, I mean, if you look at, doesn't have nothing sticking out of his mouth, but he's full.
Yep. 3.9.
3.9. See, pretty good guess here. 3.9. We'll take that all day long, guys. Best part about this format is we put them right back. You don't have to have them in the live well and 89-degree water temps for 8 hours.
Smallmouth deal didn't go. They were on some fry balls, but just couldn't get them to go. It's really hard to see. I had them bite it a few times, but I just wasn't quick enough, and we might try again if the sun pops out. Now got a sunken tree out here. Had a bunch of fish on it. Just saw a boat leave what might have been right on top of it though, so that's not good. A lot of day left, just gotta keep grinding. There. All right, on the board, one at a time.
$2.14.
$2.14. All right, one down, bunch to go. Got the monkey off her back anyways. So, you wanna make sure that,
Yep.
Perfect. Yeah, nice to finally get one. Just to get on the board. Can't catch the second one until you catch the first one, so. Maybe just have to break out the Roscoe gear a little bit. That'll get them going. It's my cat Roscoe. Got the whole outfit. See if he brings us some luck. Can you see how Hayden and Harrison are doing?
Hayden is in 32nd.
With how much?
5 pounds.
Get the treble hooks away from her. I'm trying to land the fish. Holy, that's a good fish. Man. And there's so much, like you were talking about, the current in the lake right now. It's like a river right now because there's so much current, so they just get down. Yeah, that was a lot better. Come on, 3 1/4.
3.5.
Sweet. Yeah?
Yeah, 3.5.
3.5. Not bad. Need more of those. That's what I was expecting more of. Was those. All right. Okay. There you are, boss. Okay. Jeepers. Ah, wrapped up in a cord.
2-3.
2-3, I like it. You can just stay at this pace and it doesn't slow down again like it did for a while, then it could really make up some ground in a hurry. Sweet.
All right, we're in your first half here of the Pokegama Champions Tour stop number 2, brought to you by Skeeter Boats. We are a little over 2 hours into the first half here. Summer is over. It's cold. The wind is blowing. We got a big time cold front. Wind's blowing out of the northwest. But this leaderboard looks really interesting right now. Veteran angler Jim Moynagh is in the lead with 26-13. But then we've got a young guy. He's not a rookie, but he's one of the younger guys on the tour. Zach Piescher's in second with 23.05. But then we jump right back to an old veteran, Dave Sickinator, sitting in third with 22 pounds. Then we got another veteran of Jeff Bosshardt in fourth place with 21 pounds. Tony Johnson's in fifth. Another veteran, Jason Howland's in sixth. But the leaderboard's really fun right now. A lot of veterans, couple of young guys. But we're 2 hours into the first half, 2 more hours to go, and then we're going to flip the lake and go into the second half.
Whoa. Hopefully she goes a pound. We're not fussy today, man. A pound is a pound. 1/4. I'm signing it upside down. Is that okay? Okay. Goodness. Don't want to get in trouble.
That's awesome. That's a fish that would never normally bite. He was so close to the boat. Yes. It's a good one too. Oh man, that's like one of those fish you almost are like, nah, I'm not even gonna cast at it, but I just did it anyway. Oh, I think they're starting to turn on. There we go. Let's go. Let's go.
I got pictures.
Sweet. You're on the pictures, man. Nice work.
213.
213. Oh, yeah. All right, let's go. Let's go. Can we get one more out of this minnow? That's the question. We're gonna try it. Like he was only a little bit further than where that one is right there.
Like how far is that? Like
That's only 10 feet where that one is.
oh, wow.
But the fish that I bit was like 15 probably.
Huh.
Let's see if this one will do the same thing.
11th.
11th? I like that. That's good. We need to be up there going into the second half, because my second half I'm not sure about. I gotta put a minnow on. I'm just gonna. I'm having to cast so hard that I'm gonna just fling it off if I'm not careful. It's crazy how just like 2 fish catches you go from whatever that was, 33rd up to 11th. Is that what my last 2 fish, or is it 3 fish that did that? Yeah, still. Man, I wonder if we go a little bit more without a bite. Man, I don't know, it's tough to do. You don't want to leave them to, but like we'd be going back to more fish, but it's like if they're biting, that other spot has more fish.
Yep, throwing a black sheep little mini flip's been getting her done. I got a special skirt I tied on it, but it's actually a prototype. Just trying to fish areas where we don't think people have fished yet, you know. It's been busy, to say the least. Yeah, very similar. Super windy, really grimy. The lake split obviously was way better, but and I think like it just really never, you know, got on a deal, but caught enough to compete, you know. And it's gonna get real. This afternoon is where it's real. The struggle is gonna be real. So trying to get, you know, at least a decent start this morning.
Well, I guess I was due one of these. It's been about as bad as it can get for me. Like I said yesterday, I knew it was tough for me, but I really didn't think it would be this tough. I got my starting spot this morning. I had a batch of fish absolutely loaded in a reed patch, and I got it. I was boat 13, got my starting spot. I was kind of surprised, and I didn't catch anything there, and I could just tell something's not right today with that deal, and I'm sure it's cold front, what have you. And then it was just go to the next spot, boat, go to the next spot, boat. And I always hear guys talk about like you'll run into one of those where you just like you can't get in the right rhythm, and that's just kind of been the way the day's gone. I only lost 1 fish, but yeah, I think making some bad decisions, running around a lot, but it's fishing. Last I heard, I don't think anybody's absolutely killing them. So, I mean, there's still a chance we can run our way up into check range, but we definitely got our work cut out for us today. Probably like honestly 40th. I think I have 2 fish. I got 1 smallie and 1 nice largie. So yeah, it's not good, but you know what? Like I said, I had fairly low expectations today, so I'm just trying to stay positive, keep fishing, keep my bait in the water, and hope that something good happens. Wind is definitely a factor today too, holy cow. Like I had one spot, it was just a, you know, almost like a telephone pole. So I think they used to log this lake. So throughout the lake, you'll see just like vertical logs. And there's legit 10 smallies on this one stacked log. And I got one on my first cast. The whole school comes up. Of course, the little one grabs it, 2-pounder or whatever. But just staying on there was crazy because the wind was coming straight into it, but there was a really serious like cross current coming through. So I'd have to lead my lure upstream and let it kind of drift in with this wind current. It's probably something I should be fishing right now for smallmouth. But I don't know, man. I guess what do I have to lose? But we don't have a whole lot of time left either. Tons and tons of perch. Some nice ones in here too, actually.
Yeah, so the amount of bait right now out there is really insane. I've never seen so much bait in a fishery. There's clouds of smelt all over the place, other types of minnows as well, tons of crayfish. So the fish have no shortage of food. I really think that's why they're a little bit trickier to get to bite right now because of the large amounts of forage out there. So far, it's been a really tough start to the morning. I didn't have fish probably first hour. Started on a smallmouth spot and kind of chased them around a little bit. Then I went up to some docks, was playing leapfrog, and finally put a few in the boat up shallow, and now I'm just kind of grinding around, fishing some memories. So still in it. Guys are struggling, so hopefully we can just get on them and get a flurry here and get right back in this thing. I'm kind of excited for the afternoon, so if we can just survive this round, maybe we can make some hay in the afternoon. We got to make another run, see what else we can find here. This last spot was a bad one, so hopefully the next one's a good one.
About time.
2-6.
Got a bass. Nice little Pokegama largemouth. They're built right. You can tell this one wants to be bigger. Shook that one off yesterday too. One for about 15 today. This spot looks good too, though.
Look, everything looks pretty good.
Yeah, you're right. It's a lot like the river, you know, where you just get so much visual cover. And the main lakes looks like that for smallmouth too. It's all big, beautiful flats. There's some rocks out there. There's obviously, you know, main channels, and it's just wild. It's an absolute beautiful lake. I will weigh this one first. It's going to be close. I think he's going to be about 14 ounces.
Yeah, 15 ounces.
Booger. Next year, buddy. I got to be back by 11. Back to the bridge. Dude, this second half, you guys get ready for a wild one. I think this finish is going to be insane. I have no idea what to expect. You could run our boundaries, the 18 bridge, which historically it's not that high up. And that's a poke to get up there. I went up there in practice, so, and there's fish all along all that stuff, there's fish close to the boundary that we got, so it's gonna be crazy how guys are catching them. Of course. Fat one. Yeah, I love the largies out here. They're built right.
2.7.
Thanks, pal. Right back. I love that stuff, dude. If I could do this all day, this is probably my favorite way to fish. Just like old school, like growing up bass fishing, flipping pads with the tube. Can't hardly beat it.
Yeah, and then this winter, we're pretty much almost sold out of them right now. And this winter we'll, or I will get back to tying them. Sitting on Mille Lacs catching perch, tying bear hairs, you know. I can do about 6 or 7 an hour. So not super fast, but. Oh yeah, they sold good. Come on. Wow. I'm coming in your seat, buddy. There we go. Got one. God, those things smell like crayfish.
3.6.
Take it. We're good? You got a picture or no? Okay. 3.6.
That one should make up some ground.
Yeah, it should help. Man, that is like textbook. If you ever are flipping reeds, that is textbook right there. That little float and stuff in there gives them something to hide under. This one is about ready to pull the plug. We just keep getting nibbles. Yeah. What do we have overall for weight? Oh, we have 20 pounds, right? We're cooking with gas. I'm a slow starter, strong finisher. Let's get a couple here. Holy poop. Bless you. Boy, they're barely getting that thing to you. 2.8. Okay. We're good to throw it back. Good to throw it back. Let's try to get us a 10 pack. Did that move us up at all? 12. We need more than that.
Nice one. Watch this. Spikes down. Oh, I barely got him. But I do have them. That was fun. Not a bad little bass again.
Yeah.
Did you get a pick?
No, 2.12.
See you, bud. Make them count when we do, I guess, right? If we're only gonna have 5 fish catches, we better tell a damn good story about it. That was cool. I literally saw that fish swim over to the jig. I was like, that looks like a bass. It was a bass.
Dude, what?
Don't kill him there, it made me cry.
Stay on there, buddy. Yes, finally. Oh, it's been way too long without a bite. Woo. Beauty. That's what we come to Lake Pokegama for. Let's go. Yeah, that'll give us some weight.
3 flat.
3 younder.
3-1 actually.
3-1. Let's go. Champions Tour, baby. All right, let's let her go right here. Go right back where you came from. All right, we need to get some more. Sweet. Let's see if there's another one on me. Like 3 that size over there. That'd be fun. Oh, whoa. Easy. Don't need any penalties. Time's running out.
Yeah, so, and that's the craziest thing about this format is you have Dave Sickinator and Jim Moynagh who start rocketing up the leaderboard. And you think on a lake like this, they're doing something different and they're spread apart. But in this fashion, they both end up being in a bay together, sharing a weed line right on top of each other. And, you know, they had a really good start to the event.
You wanna go play in that bouncy house? Or are you too big for that? Bert, weigh him first.
$7.
Oh, that's a jai. Good?
Yeah.
I knew there had to be one there.
Gotta be.
Gots to be. Is there 2 though? That's the question. Oh, that's good. I'd like to get to 15 so I don't have to catch 5 the second half.
I'll house sit for those guys literally anytime they ask. Oh, come on. That's helpful. Just barely, but it is. Oh.
1 even.
I didn't think it was going to be that close. It's chunky. Dang, buddy. You must be short. A few more casts and we better boogie on back. It's literally right there. It'd take us 1 minute to get there. One more, one more, one more. It's always one more, but this time I think it would be really nice. Maybe I'll save it for when I'm actually in contention to win. Oh, he came off. That is a bummer. How? On a jig. Good hook set too. That stinks. That would have been the old, good old buzzer beater. Dang it. Of course, now they're going in the reeds. 2 more casts. You got 4.5 minutes to make it 300 yards. All right, let's roll, boys. It was fun having you. Saved a little face, but
I've been fishing this for a lot of years. I just don't get many of these opportunities. I thought the lake was fishing really well. There were some smallmouth that were biting. I was surprised. They just weren't like where I think people are looking. And I really had to test myself not to go and fish for smallmouth and sit there and grind it out. Like I said, I was right next to legend Jim Moynagh, and he fishes painstakingly slow. And I sat there and watched him, and he had like 8 or 9. I think I had 2 in my first 2 casts, and I had to sit there and watch him catch them. I buckled down, went super slow, trying to take a page out of his book, and we just kept rising, just kept going up and up and up, and then I think we finally like jumped into that towards the end. There's one little magical spot, and he moved off. We were kind of sharing water. He moved off it, and I caught 3 to pass him up.
In the second half, you were faced with a pretty major decision. You were either fishing pool and Tioga and fishing the bays on the northern half of the lake, or you were committing to running through all of the no-wake zones, and you were running up the river, and you were fishing dozens of miles of stretches of rice and cut bank. And there was really no doing both. You were pot committed, and you had to make that decision going into that second half.
I actually liked the lake split because I had such an odd practice. I felt like limiting the smallmouth gave everyone a chance.
I really liked it because I liked how much I thought it messed up the smallmouth guys, because I didn't mess with the smallmouth much in practice. I didn't have confidence in it. So I was happy that it wasn't perfect for them. But it worked well for me because I knew I could spend the whole half in the river, and then everything else, you know, I'm like, that could be another half. So that was kind of the ideal lake split for me.
First half was great, better than I expected, but I knew I was on some big fish and caught some really good smallmouth in the morning. First fish was a 5.5, which is, I believe, still biggest fish of the tournament, and so that was good to get that one in the boat. Caught a few more smallies, and then ran down, caught some largemouth, and they were biting. So I decided to run to one last spot. And that wasn't a secret spot. It was where a lot of boats were sitting. So I actually went to a different little spot just a little ways away from there, and did catch some largemouth there too, but held in that top. I think I'm sitting in third now, and we'll see what the afternoon brings. The afternoon's gonna be tough because the way the split is, we don't have a lot of room to fish up there in fishable water, I would call it. So it'll be interesting to see where everybody ends up and how this afternoon plays out. Yeah, I've been in this situation several times before in the top 5, and one of these times it's got to work out. Maybe today. We'll see. All right, bud, let's do that again. Yeah, there's a pretty good break here with some good weeds on the edge. There wasn't a lot out here, but I did catch a couple, so more so the docks that I wanted to swing in here quick to hit. See, in my mind, I was thinking if we could run all these docks, we'd probably catch a few fish quick and then head up. But as small as it's fishing, there's another boat in here already with us, so we're gonna get a couple docks and then we're gonna have to jet.
Come on, baby. There's a big one. Oh, come on, dude. Yeah, buddy. I caught one. I caught one in the second half. You got the picture ready?
Scale zeroed.
Sweet.
Yep.
I can't believe I caught one. Can you believe that?
2 pounds, 8 ounces.
Thank you. If Jeff can do it, I can do it, right? You got the picture ready?
Yep.
Thank you.
Go. Haven't seen a lot of.
I can't believe that. There's, like I said, there's like 5 of them in there. There's another one. Stay on. Stay on. Come on. That kind of luck doesn't usually happen to me.
Scale zeroed.
Yep.
Yep.
God, he's got to be 1 or 2.
2-4.
Thank you.
You're good to go. I got the picture.
We're not out of it yet.
Nice little quarry.
Yeah. Those guys are on all the good docks. I have 2 that I marked here. Thank you.
All right, the game plan is to throw a combination of top water, crankbait, Nico rig, and drop shot. They haven't been hitting the top water at all today, so that may not be what I end up doing. So, but they should hit the crankbait, or at least show themselves, I'm hoping. Yeah, you know, a lot of guys are fishing in the river. I don't know, I felt like I was doing better on the lake. Not for size, but just for catching fish.
The second half, as it starts to unravel, you have a bunch of people landing on fish. Here's the thing. You had a dozen anglers that were sitting right on top of each other, sharing big schools of fish, while the other half of it, anglers are still running up the river.
What happened? No! God dang! Dang it. That was painful. Huh. Well, with that half that's going to be insanely tough, that hurts. More sunfish under there. I just lost another one. Dang it. All right, fish this clump yet, and then we're gonna keep rolling. What is going on?
It's just.
You said you were surprised to get here and nobody here?
Yeah. I showed up here like the last little bit of practice. We caught 2 here and a whole group of like 5 fish came up and followed it. And so it's just crazy to me that somewhere, I think Dan Fabiano was here last year. And so I was like, I really don't want to encroach on what he was doing if he was going to come here again. So it's just like unreal to me that somewhere that seems like has such potential as this would just be sitting here. Now if I can get him to bite or find that group. Just like that. I don't know if he's gonna go, but he looks like a 14-ouncer, but I just want to catch a bass. I'm so...
Scale 0.
Be there.
14 ounces.
Yeah, he's about right. That's fine. That's fine. We're in the juice. There we go. Watch out. Come on, dude. Come on. Come on. Oh, dude. Come on. Yes. One bit. One bit.
All right, scale 0.
Thank you.
And I got your picture right. 2 pound, 2 ounces.
We'll take it. It won't even need a little bait. It wanted a real bait. That's the kind of fish we like. It's a real bait one. Thank you. Yes. Wow. I told these guys, I came in here yesterday and my dad caught one and I caught one and 5 came out with it. And so we've only got 2, a little one and that one, but I was like, thought for sure there'd be somebody sitting here. Oh. There's another one. Yes, come on. Stay down. Not messing around. Yes. I can't believe it.
Scale 0.
I can't believe that there's nobody on this bridge.
1 pound, 9 ounces.
We'll take it.
You're good to go. I got the picture.
Thank you. What in the world?
Little suckers. The perch ate my claws off. There's one. There. Finally one for you. That's after 3 misses for about 8 pounds, best we can figure. This guy choked it. That's
2.6.
Yep. Oh, sorry. 2.6. We're finally on the board in the second half.
Yeah, and then you have Tommy Parker, the new age angler, the young up and coming collegiate angler who's chasing another victory, who just came off a fresh, brand new boat win at the championship last year, and he now is making a charge up the leaderboard. And Tommy Parker, you know, fishing fast, moving around in the bays, pot committed to the bays, but you know, sticking to his power finesse and finesse presentations, stacking up a number of fish.
At the half, I think I was in like 6th or 7th place. My morning, it was productive, but it was slow. It was just kind of slow and steady. I started on some smallmouth spots and I was catching a couple, but I knew they weren't going like they should be. So I noticed the top guys were catching largemouth. So I went to a largemouth area I knew, and a handful of the top 5, top 10 were in there. So I kind of fished around. I fished some smallmouth stuff outside there, caught a couple, and they were all on this break line. And there was a set of reeds down at the end of the break line. So I basically, for half of the first half, I just went up and down that break line, throwing a Yamamoto Senko, and caught most of my weight. And rolling into the second half, I really had no plan. I only had a couple areas up there, but we were able to kind of chunk fish around and make things work. I gotta get this one in the boat first. About time. Oh, there's a penalty. I'll take it though. 2-1?
Yep. You want to shot picture?
Oh, yeah.
There you go.
Yeah, so we're out here. Got a penalty, obviously, for dropping that one, so I got to sit here for a couple minutes, but it's very grindy Pokegama Lake right now. Done a little bit of everything today. I started out scoping smallies with the Northland Smeltinator. That bite died really quick, so I ended up, we went over, drop shotted some deep weeds, caught a couple doing that, moved up, threw a Senko and some cattails, caught a handful doing that. Now we're drop shotting deep weeds again. So I think we might do this for a couple more minutes. I got one more spot that looks similar, and then maybe we'll go try to catch a couple smallmouth.
You're good.
Get this thing retied. At least it broke off in the boat. Okay, let's make a move.
Oh. But at this point, pretty sure people have fished this bank. We're just picking it apart slow. We did catch a fish behind Mr. Nipper. It was a nice one just a little bit ago. So we're gonna keep working this bank. I do have some other stuff to hit, but we're gonna
go. He's a little finicky. He didn't, just kind of laying on it until he picked it up. We got one. Didn't take 2 hours this time. Get a weight. Ready? About 1.5 pounds. We're gonna make the TV show.
1 6 3/4.
1 6.
Yeah.
Good.
Yeah.
Get that one down right back in the water. Let him go. Let him grow. Let's try to get another one. So.
You're sitting in 10th place.
Ooh. Gotta start catching them.
You're about 4 pounds behind 4th place. 6 pounds behind 3rd. Yeah. Well.
I think that'll. Back to back. We're schooled up. No confidence. He puts everything away. Like, I'm not gonna catch him.
1 5.
1 5. Good. Put that back in the water. It's hard to be dramatic with 1.5 pounds or 1.25 pounds.
I believe I was in 3rd place going into half, and yeah, the day couldn't have been going much better. 14 fish in the first half, never missed a fish. My goal was really 15 fish, but the 14 fish were bigger than I thought, my average size would be. Got off to a hot start. I was leading for the first, I don't know, maybe hour or so, and kind of hung in there. Yeah, 3rd place. So that was the first half. Second half started off really good again. I think I might have jumped 1st or 2nd. Got 5 on one dock. Wasn't a lot of water to fish, so I fished really, really slow and fished behind people. Just had to let the bait really soak in there, and yeah, it just turned out. So I kind of got to really capitalize. There's one. Yes, thank you, Lord.
Looks like you're capitalizing pretty good.
Basically going back to the spots I had bites in practice. I don't have too many more spots left, so hopefully they're there and they bite.
111.
Got the picture?
Yep.
Classic bass. Gonna release them right here.
Good boy, Jeff.
Appreciate it. I'm gonna run down this a little ways. Yeah, I better sign it quick. Yeah, first half, a little more main lake docks. Pretty much main lake docks. Got off to a really quick start, got, I don't know, what was it, 5 or 6 in the first 20, 25 minutes, and moved around a little bit, went way back out of the wind, caught a few more, and just kind of kept it going.
Yeah, Jeff Bosshardt, another angler who's been around for a long time with the Champions Tour, looking for his first win and coming close in years past. Shallow water is his game, and this is his strength, and when he finds it, people know it because Jeff Bosshardt's coming up that leaderboard, and he is a strong shallow water fisherman.
Well, last time I had a camera person in my boat, I caught a smallmouth on a topwater, whopper plopper, and it was the fish catch of the year last year. There's one. Come on, baby, come on, yep, come on. Stay on, stay on, stay on, stay on, stay on. Stay on. Stay on. Yeah! Yeah!
Oh my God.
The fish came off and I grabbed it. But I'm hooked.
I'm hooked twice. Can you take my glove off?
The gloves? Not in your skin?
One's in my skin.
Ready for
Okay, that was worth the film right there.
Too late.
Okay. Can I let him go?
I got a photo.
After I caught that fish, I thought, oh man, today is my day. Never caught another fish after that. Ended up dropping down to, still got a pretty good check, but for going from like, you know, second or third or whatever I was, dropping all the way down to like 10th or 12th by the end was kind of disappointing, especially when you think, yeah, this is my day, right? So, yeah, I'm hoping today's my day. But everybody thinks since I have this tin boat that I'm going to be going up the river. And I thought about it. I was really kicking myself more in the last tournament because I went about halfway to where Teal went. And this boat goes really shallow. But I was really happy for him. Those are smallmouth.
Yeah, there's a school of them. Don't do that. There you have it. The elusive Lahamadou smallmouth.
36.
That'd feel good.
Yeah, real good. They're tough to get them to bite. When you do, they're good ones. Problem is, once you catch one of them out of a school here, you can't catch two.
You get smart.
They get real smart.
Jim Moynagh. Such a prominent figure, such a prominent, positive public figure within Champions Tour, not just the tour, but nationwide, recognizable, winning major events across the country, finds himself in a comfortable position. In a format where he is finding fish in the second half that people really haven't practiced. And this is him grinding through the tough bite and being able to put together good numbers of fish in front of other people in the crowd like Jim Moynagh does. And he's looking for his first Champions Tour win.
Catch some fish. Let's go. Come on. There he is. That one. Should be a pound.
One flat.
One flat. One flat. Thank you. Maybe I'll give him a different worm this time through. Different color and no tail. No curly tail. One of these.
Yeah, and then you have Matt Holweg, who he is a veteran of the tour now, and when Matt Holweg is hot, that kid is on fire. Like, he remains hot, and right now he's on a hot streak, and he's putting together another strong presence on Lake Pokegama, finding the fish that he needs to capitalize on his opportunity.
Yeah, I mean, everybody was on the bank, but the thing is, like, they didn't really have anywhere else to go because there's not much weeds out here right now. I don't know if that's normal. This is my first week here, but there's very little weeds, so they didn't have a whole lot to be on. So it was basically just beat the bank. And then you could see that guys are the typical guys that do well shallow too. We're doing well, so it's kind of obvious what they're doing. So you kind of put 2 and 2 together. But that's all I had. I was either doing smallmouth all day, or I was gonna do smallmouth in the morning and do the docks for the rest of the day. And that's kind of what I figured out in practice, but the docks weren't good and the smallmouth fishing wasn't good. So I had no confidence going into it. So been there before, always lose it. So like, I know what it's like, but but I expect to do terrible. So like, just even being in the mix, I was happy with. We are currently 2 pounds out of first, but we're sitting in 5th. Weights are super tight. I'm just beating the bank. Flipping at anything that I think can hold a 1 pounder or better. It's just been slow and steady pretty much all day long, but it's been fun, especially after terrible practice. Like, honestly, I thought I'd be damn near in the last place on this one because I had such a bad practice. So I'm happy to see how it's turning out. So even if I don't win, it's still been a good day. I've been fishing 90% of water I've never even seen or touched, because everything that I fished in practice was terrible. A little bit of everything, but it just wasn't working out. A lot of smallmouth fishing, they're just so hard to get to bite. Got a couple of those, or a few of those this morning, broke one off. But then you could see guys were rocketing up on largemouth, so I pulled the plug.
What's going through my head right now is how bad of a year I've had the last 2 years, and we could make a lot of things make it right. You know, can make a lot of things right if I could just get in some fish again here. Well, you know, not everything goes quite your way. A lot of things go well, but you know, a couple fish get, you know, when you catch a lot of fish, you know, if you could just get one more, I've had a lot of those. Well, 3, I mean, the big stone from a few years ago, and I had the winning fish right there.
Here's the deal with the river split. The cell phone reception up in the river, it's dicey. There's a lot of SOS going on, and we can't quite see how well the river is stacking up against Pool and against Tioga and the bays of the main lake. Having said that, it doesn't seem that the river is competing with the bays of Lake Pokegama. And we're waiting to see who lands on the big largemouth, what is going to come forward, because the river could certainly become a factor.
Yeah, we're leading right now. Camera guy jumped out for a second, caught 2, lost a 3-pounder, but we're in the lead right now. So, and the weights are super close. So, I mean, just a 1-pounder is huge right now. And we got 27 minutes to go. So literally one fish could do it, which that 3-pounder would be a big buffer right now. Because bites are not easy to come by. We started on a deep weed line spot where I had a couple bites, but I wasn't confident in it at all. Nothing was there, and then, yeah, just straight bank beating just throwing out any little shade possible. We caught some out of 6 inches of water today.
Moynagh, Parker, Bosshardt, and Holweg are all fighting for that top spot. And we're talking ounces in between, one fish jumping you from 4th to 1st. It is an all-out race to just keeping the pace of maintaining that lead. And everybody is within a pound of each other.
All right, second half. This is our afternoon update brought to you by Humminbird Minn Kota. But as expected, Pokegama is providing a ton of drama. One thing different at this go around here, as you all know, you're aware we do our lake splits. This year, the second half lake split forced a lot of guys to go up the river. There is a very long stretch of Mississippi River that they're allowed to go up to, and it's a high risk, high reward type of a place. So the guys really had some choices to do. Stay in the top part of the lake, potentially fish really crowded, or gamble and go up the river. But right now, Matt Holweg, he's one of the guys that stayed in the lake, had a great first half. He has just taken the lead with 51.07. But Jim Moynagh, who was one of the leaders earlier in the day, he stayed in the lake too. He's at 50 pounds, 12 ounces. Really close. Jeff Bosshardt, 50 pounds, 4 ounces. Hour left to fishing. These guys are all within 1 fish of each other. But Charlie Wright, he's one of the guys that made the gamble to run way up the river. He's going to have to quit fishing soon in order to get home, but he smashed some fish up there, and he's sitting in 4th with 48 pounds, 11 ounces. The size fish he's catching, 1 fish up there could get him the lead, but then he's going to have to start heading home. Dave Sickinator's in 5th, 48 pounds. Tommy Parker 6th. Rich Lindgren 7th. Kyle Schuda 8th. Brad Leiferman 9th. Zach Piescher in 10th. But the weights are stacked. Little under an hour left to go in fishing, and in typical Pokegama fashion, it could come down to the last second.
I mean, like the other, I'm hoping like the other spot this morning, this one you can just keep catching them. Yeah, this, you know what? I haven't had anything on this worm. Let's get rid of it. Well, it's kind of, I mean, it's as simple as that, really. Yeah, I don't want second. I mean, second's better than every other position except for 1. I want 1. I want 1.
Well, it kind of slowed down for almost all of us, I think. So it was just super nerve-wracking, like knowing how big of a difference 1 fish would make. Oh, he just caught a fish over there. Dang it.
Yeah, as this jockeying, right, as the race for first place is taking part on the lake, the river gives you a glimpse, and Charlie Wright puts together a few big prominent catches. He doesn't make the lead, but he certainly makes a large jump towards the top of the leaderboard, and it's starting to snowball because it doesn't take as many fish on the river. It's just the quality of fish.
Yeah, that one dock, I lost 3 pounder. I was like, gosh, that's probably gonna cost us because the weights were so close and it was right towards the end there. I was like bummed up about that, but I just kept my head down and kept fishing down the bank. That must be his son. Oh, that's a bass, I see him. Oh, I'm so sorry. That was a 2 pounder. I just seen him swirl on it. I don't know if he's behind. No, that's not a 2. Yeah. Hopefully I have another second to get back underneath there. Picture.
When you fished out?
3. Right? 3, and then we got to be back by 3:30. Yeah. So 2 minutes to catch a pounder. This right there is where he lost that 3-pounder just like 20 minutes ago. No way, bro. I don't dare boat flip this thing. Oh gosh, I hope that's the win. I hope that's it, dude. We don't have another time for another cast. God, yeah, dude.
2-8.
Man, I hope so. There it is. That could be 15 grand. Let's go. Oh. I don't know. Should look at the hook mark. Oh man, dude, I hope so. I've gotten second too many times. When is it? 1 minute. It's 3 o'clock. Covering the news, unofficial. This was, I thought this tournament would be my worst place finish ever. Like, practice was that bad. Good thing you hopped back in the boat.
It's for sure 3.
What's that?
It's for sure 3, right?
God, I hope so. I mean, I still see bass boats around, so. The app should have been closed down if it wasn't, I think. And then I thought it was done at 3 o'clock because I'm a bonehead. And I was like, oh, we got 5 minutes. Let's go back to that dock. Go back to that dock, flip in there, catch one. It says we're in first place. Think I won. And then realized like 5 minutes later on the way back, we're like, hey, it's not done till 3:30. But I thought I might have won and I felt great. I was like, finally, been close how many times?
And as all of this is happening and Holweg pulls his trolling motor and makes his run in thinking that he won the event, Bosshardt takes the lead from him after 3 o'clock.
I mean, like I keep telling you, if you went scuba diving down there, you'd see some. They're down there. They're just not hungry, and a lot of them have been caught. Here we go. Here we go. Here we go. Come on, come on, come on. Come on, come on, come on. Get off of there. Come on, come on. Come on. Get in here. No! Okay, okay, okay. Yes! Yes! Yeah!
App's not working, but we can put it in.
2.5.5, 2.5.
Bad, alright. Let's at least get a picture.
Yes! Oh, thank you, Lord. Wrapped around the metal, wrapped around the tube over there. Yes. Oh. Sorry. That was a huge fish. I don't know if it's enough to win, but man, that was a huge fish.
That one will put you in third, 1 pound behind Charlie.
Come on, you guys, stop catching fish, okay? So Matt's in the lead? I thought you told me all I had to catch was a whatever. But then he got one, yeah. Yeah, it's just crazy. You know, you catch one and you think, okay, I moved up, but somebody else got one. Either way, it's a huge fish. Don't know if there's any more here. I mean, there probably is, but I don't know if I can get any more to bite. Keep getting weeds on. Did you get that fish on film, how it was wrapped around there? And then I got on that.
I got all of it.
I thought I got it away from everything. Yeah. And all of a sudden the line just went dead. Just no tug. And I thought he got off on that tube. Yeah. After all that work to get him off of there, I thought, no, he can't come off there. Oh, wait. Is my line going? Hook sets are free. Yep. Another good one. Where are you, dude? Where are you? This is a good one. Holy cow. Holy crap. Come on. Yeah! Yeah! Davies! Thank you, Lord. Yes! Might be my biggest one of the day.
Got those weeds off.
Yep. Get him on the scale first.
3-2?
3-2, yes.
Awesome.
Yes!
All right.
Got the picture?
Yep.
Every time I want to leave. Yes. Thank you, Lord. Now you guys just stop catching them, okay? Stop catching them.
No movement since that last one.
Yeah, so 3:30 back by 3:45.
Damn, I thought it was, yeah. Yeah. Wow. You'd think after how many I'd fished, you'd think I'd know. But.
I hope you can, I mean, at least you got a little bit.
Yeah. I think he just got off. It's gonna double suck now to lose, if we do. To think that you had it. That's funny. I don't know where else to fish. I feel like these weedier docks have been the best ones. I don't know where more of them are at. Who's in second and third?
Charlie Wright.
Yeah, I don't know where to go now though. Like I want to find more of this stuff, but I don't think there is. It's hard to fish behind yourself, like go back through. There we go. Something.
Ready.
All right.
Big money.
That'll cut into the lead a little bit.
1-5.
1-5. 1-5.
What was that last one?
Reset.
What was the last one? 3-2.
That'd be 55, 55-12. So you're currently leading by 6 ounces. Oh, man. How are you feeling with a little 15 minutes to go until line?
Oh, I mean, better than I was 5 minutes ago, but still not good. I remember seeing at least one fish that was scoreable in those reeds up there that was like a pounder. Kind of wondering if I should sneak up there. Because a 1 pounder might do it.
And as time winds down and punches are thrown, one angler gets the final lick.
So we got 5 minutes left here, and I just caught a couple nice smallmouth and jumped me into 3rd place. But last time we checked, there was like 6 people within 2 or 3 pounds of the lead. So there's a group of guys that's just 1 fish away. So we're gonna fish these cattails here and hope we could run into one. Are we still sitting 3rd?
Yep.
Boy, do I need you. Let's go. 1 fish closer. All right, let's hurry up here. Throw it on the sheet. I needed like 3 pounds, didn't I?
You're at the top at first.
I'm in first?
Mm-hmm.
How?
That's what she shows.
It has me in first place?
You didn't do it. 330.
Oh boy. That one's gonna get the nerves going. Well, let's hope all the scorecards are right. What a last minute catch. Something get rejected? All right, well, let's run in and see what happens. Wow. Let's hope it's right. Nice work, dude. Yep, okay, man. Feels good, feels good. Fingers crossed, hands folded.
That's it, ain't it? 3:30? So we got 3rd. Way better than I thought I was gonna do, so we'll take it. That sucks though, we lost way too many fish today. It is what it is. Just notch up another 2nd place finish. Or 3rd, whatever. Oh well. The beers are gonna taste better.
I don't know. I was sitting offshore there and I looked and I'm like, that looks like it'd have a bass. 3 minutes to go, I caught that. I worried about phone service and last minute catches for sure.
Excited? You might have just won this thing.
I'm nervous. I'm real nervous. Those weights are so tight. All it takes is one issue on a scorecard or in the app. So keep my fingers crossed for now.
That's a relief, was it, to catch that last fish?
Unreal. I've never had a fish come down that close. I mean, 3 minutes to go is crazy. That's just one of those things where God's got a plan and it's just made to be.
Did you pre-fish that spot at all?
Which one?
That last fish?
No, never. Just had a feeling to go over there. Yeah, my rod boat up, I'm like, there's no way. And we left that offshore spot with like 10 minutes left. There wasn't much time at all.
Well, I didn't give you the smallmouth catch, but those last 2 fish.
That was electric.
That was electric, man. 3-2 on my last fish. And yeah, both of them just gave me heart attacks practically getting them in because they were wrapped around poles and weeds and fighting like 5-pounders. If it happens, it feels good for an old guy to beat some of these younger guys because it's just the younger guys winning everything now, which is cool to see, but all the more you want to beat them. And it's only going to get worse. These guys are so good.
I don't know, it's all so tight. It's one issue and it's different. I think I won by 4 ounces. And I caught the fish in the last 3 minutes.
That's good.
On a random stretch of cattails and never fished before. Pulled up and got it.
That's right.
Oh yeah, that one, I saw you there, yeah.
That's where I caught all my fish is in that stretch.
Really?
But that's so tight. It would be awesome. It would be awesome, but I'm happy for, I kept telling Alex, who was my marshal, like Moynagh was in the lead. I'd be really happy for him. Sickinator was in the lead. Be really happy for him. Ron Mayer, Holweg, like all those guys have been so close and totally deserve it. So will I be disappointed if I don't win? Yeah, but if it's one of those guys, I'll be super happy.
Got the winning fish at 3 minutes left.
What? I got a few on it.
What?
I got a few on it. Yeah, that's it.
You have a few that aren't in. 15.
As anglers come in from their long idle around the bridge and down to the pickle loon, we collect all their papers, their score sheets. And as these papers start trickling in, we start realizing there are some fish that needed to be added into the app. And there is one rule that we make on the Champions Tour, and it's that the score sheet is the golden rule. It's the ticket. It's the end-all, be-all. It overrides everything, especially in the case where you don't have cell service to be able to communicate or for the app to update. But this score sheet, it's the golden rule. And it seems to us that this river and Paul Newman's split did its job.
53 pounds and an ounce for 6th place, Charlie Wright. $2,500 to 5th place, Jim Moynagh. One Mr. Matt Holweg, 4th place, 55 pounds and 6 ounces. It's so freaking close. It's so freaking close. We had multiple anglers with fish catches that weren't going in. Their marshals did what they were supposed to do. They send us a message of the scoreboard or the paper, right? We audit that, we send it in, it gets jockeyed around. Sometimes there's a lack of cell service, it's hard to get everything in, so there are always surprises. All right, guys, we're gonna pay out 3rd place here before we crown our champion.
third place with 55 pounds and 11 ounces, a $5,900 package with an Explorer 12 to Jeffrey Bosshardt. What we're gonna do is crown the champion of the second event, a guaranteed berth to fish for a ZX200 in Hayward Lakes area. I believe it's his first championship win. Zachary Piescher. Let's go, Zach Piescher with 58 pounds, skinnying out a win over Tommy Parker with 55-15. Zachary Piescher, your champion for event number 2, going to Hayward Lakes. Congratulations. Round of applause for Zachary Piescher. $15,000, a trophy and a big check to boot.
In my mind, no one's fish went through and I'm, still 15 pounds behind first or whatever, but I really didn't think I won. I did, yeah. Once it was top 3 up here and then it was top 2, I'm like, oh, I got a chance here. But no, I really didn't think I won until I heard my name.
And the curtain call for this event, a surprise to everybody. A surprise to the leaders who fought it out on the bays on the main lake. A young man by the name of Zachary Piescher, who comes in willing to take a risk on that lake split, to gamble on everything that he's learned, to bring in an impressive score sheet, toppling everybody else on the bays, and showing that there is a new era of anglers out there. And Zachary Piescher earned his spot on top of the leaderboard, getting his first championship win. And as we go to Mille Lacs, Zachary Piescher is amongst the top at the Angler of the Year race.